Greetings, fellow classic TV fans. You know what one of my favorite TV westerns was? The Rifleman. That show had great storylines and plenty of action. But what was even cooler was that father-son bond between Lucas and Mark McCain. Both actors Chuck Connors and Johnny Crawford were so good in their roles, and Crawford even got nominated for an Emmy. Connors continued his prominent acting career after the show, but more often than not, contrasting his Rifleman character by playing a bad guy. The original Mouseketeer Johnny Crawford had 4 top 40 singing hits during the making of the show. He continued on with some more TV appearances, but his love of music never left him. Eventually, he put together his own big band, the Johnny Crawford Orchestra. During the 5-year making of The Rifleman, actors Chuck Connors and Johnny Crawford created a true bond. And 30 years later, Crawford even delivered the eulogy at Connors' memorial. Now that's what I call a friendship forged in steel. Greetings, fellow classic TV fans. I have 2 words for you: Looney Tunes. And now I have another 2, MEL BLANC. The creative pool that Warner Brothers put together for Looney Tunes was incredible. But it was Mel who brought all those characters to life. We're talking the Tasmanian Devil, the Roadrunner, Speedy Gonzales, and Pepe Le Pew, Marvin the Martian, and Foghorn, I say Foghorn Leghorn, Yosemite Sam, and Sylvester the Cat, Tweety Bird, Porky Pig, Daffy Duck, and one other, Bugs Bunny. This man of 1,000 voices later did work for Hanna-Barbera as well. There he voiced Barney Rubble and Dino from the Flintstones, as well as Mr. Spacely from the Jetsons. And did you know that he was the original voice of that's right, Woody Woodpecker. And without question, the incredible legacy of Mel Blanc speaks for itself. Greetings, fellow classic TV fans. We can all agree that there was a ton of comedic talent on the F Troop. Mine and many others' favorite was Larry Storch, who played Corporal Agarn. And Storch was quite popular on the live comedy circuit, too. One of his famous routines was his celebrity impressions. Well, the legend has it that one night while he was performing, he was doing an impersonation of Cary Grant. When into the club walks Judy Garland, to which Storch responds, "Judy, Judy, Judy." Well, in interviews, Cary Grant says, "I may have said that somewhere along the line," but generally hands credit for the catchphrase to Larry Storch. And Grant adds a little of his own humor to the story by saying, "I only knew one Judy, and it was Judy Garland. And whenever I saw her, there weren't 3 of them." Well, Larry Storch certainly made a strong comedic impression, and sometimes it was in triplicate. Greetings, fellow classic TV fans. In 1962, The Andy Griffith Show featured a brief appearance by a new character named Mary Simpson, aka the County Nurse. She was in the 24th episode of Season 2, and then again only 3 episodes later. But oddly, in that short time, she would be played by 2 different actresses. But one consistent factor was that Andy had a strong attraction to the beauty in both episodes. The first time, she was played by the gorgeous Julie Adams, who went by Julia Adams 8 years earlier when she was immortalized in the horror classic Creature from the Black Lagoon. Next, she was portrayed by the stunning Sue Ann Langdon. Sue had landed her first regular TV role as the 3rd actress to portray Alice Cramden in Jackie Gleason's The Honeymooners. Besides playing Nurse Mary, both actresses had appeared in movies with Elvis Presley. Julie was in the 1965 film Tickle Me, and Sue was in 1964's Roustabout and in the 1966 film Frankie and Johnny. Also, both had received a Golden Boot Award for their vast work in popular westerns. Accumulating many more TV appearances, Julie and Sue both guest starred on Perry Mason. Julie's landmark Mason character was the only one of Perry's clients to get convicted during the entire run of the show. On Andy Griffith, the county nurse's second and final appearance was in the episode called Three's a Crowd. Turns out this was a pretty fitting title, since there were 2 different Mary Simpsons and only one Sheriff Andy Taylor. Greetings, fellow classic TV fans. The legendary actress Angela Cartwright has an incredible website packed with amazing nostalgia and various cool merchandise. She also happens to be a gifted artist, clothing and jewelry designer, photographer, and author. There's 7 volumes of photo scrapbooks that span the incredible journey of her life in showbiz. They start from her humble beginnings as a child model, getting into movies and television, owning her skills on The Danny Thomas Show, as well as her amazing experiences as Birgitta Von Trapp in The Sound of Music. And of course, there's one on my favorite of her characters when she portrayed Penny Robinson on Lost in Space. Browse her various galleries of beautiful artwork, photography, clothing items, jewelry, and much more, which is all available for purchase. You can also pick from a vast array of photos to buy. Many snapshots from her iconic career are there, and not only that, she'll autograph and upon request, personalize them for you as well. Her co-authored books with co-star Bill Mumy, Lost and Found in Space, and their newest fictional novel titled On Purpose are also available. The list of awesome merchandise goes on, and there's updates on her upcoming events and personal appearances too. So go to angela-cartwright.com and have a look around, and maybe pick up a personalized memory that'll last a lifetime. And as always, I'll leave a link in my description for more info. Greetings, fellow classic TV fans. Did you know that the Rocky and Bullwinkle show actually had some notable narrators? The show's main narrator was actor William Conrad, who later went on to become canon. And then there was that warm-voiced narrator for that great segment, Fractured Fairy Tales. That was the voice of Edward Everett Horton. Horton appeared in many classic movies, including The Gay Divorcee. Pretty sure that meant something else back then. Arsenic and Old Lace, and one of my favorites, It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. His many classic TV appearances included I Love Lucy, Dennis the Menace, F Troop, and the list just goes on. But just to top it all off, Horton has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and an LA street named after him. Now that's what I call some notable narrator achievements.